Welcome to qnawire.
So to find the probabilities, because we have the number of moose here that were killed by wolves in that specific age, we just need to, for each age, compute the proportion, okay? So we use, to estimate this probability, we use the relative frequency. So if you know that the total number of moose that we have is 296, we can then define for each age that we have, or group of age here that we have for those moose here, is then given by the ratio of the number killed in the age group out of the total. So what we're gonna get is 0.372 for the first one, then we are gonna get 0.512 for the second, and so on. So to find the probability, so that will be the answer for each one of those age groups that we have. Then we need to consider that the midpoint for each age group is actually that we're gonna consider all ages in a class have a age equals to the class midpoint, and we want to find the expected age and also the standard deviation. So what we mean by that? So the midpoint here for the groups are 0, 5, 3, then 8, then so to find the probability 13 and the last one 18. How do we find this? For the first one, we only have 0, 5, so I'm gonna call that 0, 5. But for the second class, we have the values between 1 and 5. So you add those two endpoints together, so you get 6, and then you divide that by 2. If you do the same for the other classes, you're gonna get these values. Then we can consider that the number killed as the frequency for each one of those classes, and then we can use the formula here to find the mean and the variance, and then find this standard deviation. So first, what we need to compute is x times f. So for each one, we need to find the value here for this. And in the end, what we want is the total. So we want the total for this column after we multiply x times f. So the total here will be 1653, and that's it for now. This means that the mean age will be that summation over the total number that we have evaluated, which is 296, but if you compute this transformation, you get 558 as the mean. So that is what we are calling the mean, which I'm gonna write like this. So that's the answer for the first part. For the variance, then what we need to do is we need to create another table with r square. Oh, sorry, x square. And then for each class, you're gonna find what is the value of x squared. So we're gonna have 9, then we're gonna have here, in this case, 64, and so on. Then you need to multiply, just like we did, the frequency by this column now. And what we are interested in is the total, which is 16,691.5. But it's not the answer yet. This will give us that the variance is given by that value divided by the total minus the square of the mean that we found. So in this case, this will be 25, 25, 38. And we want the standard deviation, which is the square root of this value. By computing the square root of this value and rounding to 2 decimal places, we get 503. So these two values here give us the answer